There you are, young student. I have a most urgent matter to discuss with you. A friend of mine has gone missing. Or, well, his latest correspondence is late, which I realize seems an innocuous enough event, but Thurston Plunkett is as punctual as a clock. That being said, I can't cancel my classes to go check on him myself, but perhaps our best student can be entrusted with the task. Splendid! Plunkett lives in a manor in Regent Square. Check in on him, would you? And if he is well, thump him on the head for making me worry.
You sure no one's coming?
Positive. Been watching the house for days. Ain't no one come or gone. We have all the time in the world.
Who's that?
It's just some kid. Get him!
What the blazes is going on in... Thieves!
Uh-oh. Leg it!
All right then, child. What do you have to say for yourself? Uh-huh. Yes. I see. You don't say. Thurston Plunkett. I have no idea who that is. But if he has been missing for days, we must locate him. Very well. Let us inspect this house for clues. No, no, no. Good eye for aesthetics, but we need to sniff out clues. No, no, I don't think that's helpful. I don't think so. What a peculiar object! It doesn't look Marleybonian. There's a note. Plunkett, my good man. This is but a small sample of what we found in Celestia. We need your expertise here post-haste. Celestia? Never heard of it. But that monogram, it's from the Spiral Geographic Society. We have our lead. Come along, child. The Spiral Geographic Society is a group of scholars dedicated to discovering the spiral in the name of Her Majesty Queen Victorgia. Their headquarters are just down the street. Let's go.
See? Nobody home this time. Easy pickings.
Halt! Thieves!
I need to stop listening to you.
Stop right there! Don't make me blow my whistle! Hey! Hey! I'll be right back, Wizard.
I don't know any military secrets. I'm just an editor. I know commas.
Oh, your fear. It smells so sweet. Did you really think you could plumb forgotten depths and find no shadows? But the shadows were there. The shadows were waiting. The shadows were hungry. And you smell so sweet.
Help! Please, somebody help me!
The Umbra Legion has no need of turns. What is this? It doesn't smell of fear. It doesn't smell at all. Could it be? Ah, yes. The flimsy bravado of the hero. She enjoys crushing those. Carry on, then. Sail the forgotten seas. Find her if you can. Let the last thing you ever see be the Umbra Queen Resurgent!
Hurry, friend. Let us get out of here. Shadow Weavers. That's what those monsters called themselves. They were quite keen to learn the military deployments of our Celestia expedition. Oh yes, the lost world of Celestia. We found it through good old-fashioned sky travel and sent a team. And in return, they sent a distress signal. Most distressing, that. I was trying to investigate further when those wretched bugs nabbed me. Thurston Plunkett? Why, he's leading the team, and likely in some danger given that distress call. Alas, we haven't a ship ready for sail. But legends tell us wizards of old could craft a key to the Celestian world door. So perhaps one of your professors at that academy could help you.
Celestia? Oh my, that's an old name, Wizard. One fraught with legend and tragedy. Said to be the home of a strange people who channel the sun, the moon, and the stars, until one day we opened the world door and floodwaters greeted us. Nobody knows what happened, just that a dark energy pervaded those waters, an unnatural force that spread a primal terror to all who felt it. And Plunkett is there now, amidst these Shadow Weavers and the so-called Umbra Queen. We must find and extricate him. Do you feel up to it? Top marks, then! I think I can patch together an old spiral key, though it may take some time. I'll send it straight to the headmaster when it's ready. In the meantime, there is some additional training that might aid you in this unusual battleground. Do you recall the Order of the Fang? Quite right! Your adventures in Krokotpoia inspire them to resume their old work in interweaving magical schools. One of their scholars, Rafat, the teacher, requested Ravenwood's aid in these pursuits, and I can think of no better volunteer. Find him in the oasis while I work on this key.
Ah, wizard. Krokotpoia has thrived since your defeat of the hated Tuts. Did you ever find the Croconomicon? Yes, it is for the best that tome is lost, I think, but the other labors of the Fang still have merit, like balance magic. We invented a new school of magic by blending and fusing the existing mystical streams. A difficult task, but also a dated one. It's time to see what else we can do, how else we can intermingle the magical schools, and what new disciplines we can create. We should not be bound by ancient law. We should make new law. And there's but one place we can do it, where we forged balance magic to begin with. Come, wizard, take the boat over there to the remote city of Selenopolis. I'll meet you and guide you to the blended grove. Welcome, wizard, to the home of the Luminaries, the followers of the moon, Selenopolis. Many years ago, Manders and Crocs, disinterested in the constant warring with the Tuts, escaped here under the auspices of the mysterious Moon King. Using the blended magics of this unique nexus, they remained protected but isolated, building a community and traditions all their own. Oh, worry not for the stairs. The children of the moon are wary but peaceful. Visitors are allowed, just rare. Now follow me to the blended grove. There are places in the spiral where magic is more potent, owing to a convergence of the ley lines, the invisible branches of the world tree. It is in these places spell trees are more likely to grow and where rare applications of magic can be attempted. This grove is one of the more unique of these places. A spot where the 6 fundamental schools of magic intersect and the spell trees are interwoven. This is where the Order of the Fang will be reborn into a think tank devoted to magic weaving, to intersecting the schools of magic. I hope you will be willing to help, but first we must expand upon your knowledge of the schools and their interactions. Enter the training grounds, and I will teach you of the magic wheel. Magic schools are more than just raw energy that can sometimes conflict. The specific applications of that energy give each school unique tactics and abilities to diminish foes or empower the wielder. Those interactions are far more complex. As you can see, the Storm School focuses on charms that help the user, while the Death School uses weaknesses to debilitate foes. And the other schools, too, have their own focuses. But let us explore these tactics with a more practical instruction. For this exhibition, you will be a death wizard, your magic temporarily altered with the power of the blended grove. As a necromancer, yours is the power to weaken or dispel with what we call harmful charms. Try hindering the life elemental. As you see, the life creature casts a heal over time spell, while Myth casts a trap that will increase the damage you take from its attacks. Now, you could leave the weakness you cast and let it do its work, or you could play a gambit and put the weakness to greater use. Gambits sacrifice charms, wards, or overtimes to produce an even greater effect. This card, for example, will remove your weakness and replace it with an even more powerful, harmful effect. Say it for yourself. Ah, you see, your gambit was successful, but so was the Myth Elementals. Gambit cards still have some benefit, even should you be unable to pay for the gambit itself. Take this card, for instance. It requires 2 harmful charms to activate its secondary effect, but even without those, it will still damage the foe. Try it now. Not bad, but if you could only consume 2 charms... Allow me. Now, watch as your new ally here cast the charms you need to trigger a gambit. It doesn't matter where these harmful charms come from. They still work to trigger your gambits. Try the same spell again. Much better. You must decide when it is best to wait and build up to a full gambit, or when a more immediate, if lesser attack is enough. Wonderful work, my young friend. You have learned gambits and the tactics specific to each school. This is but your first step into a wider world. Into what we call the magic wheel. These are the true interactions of all schools. Magic isn't as simple as fire beats ice. No, the schools each counter each other's tactics. Fire melts the ice, yes, but also warps the tales of myth, while ice freezes the waters of storm and weathers weakening death. Storm drowns life and fire both, while life subverts the pitfalls of myth and heals from fire's burns. Myth, likewise, outlives death and breaks through ice's entrenchments. Death then comes for storm and life alike. And balance, our creation, is all things, the center of the wheel, able to enhance or diminish any school, but with less potent effect. Come, let us try another bout, so I may demonstrate all this for you. For this demonstration, you shall use the methods of ice, the school of helpful wards, shields, and absorbs, defensive effects that benefit you. You face enemies of fire and storm. Together, these three are the elemental schools, the outer wheel, while myth, life, and death are the inner wheel of spirit. Do you remember ice's relation to fire and storm? Cast your shield now. Each school casts their preferred tactic. Ice, its shield. Storm, its helpful charm. And fire, its damage over time spell. Which means the storm elemental has stumbled right into your grasp. For ice can consume the helpful charms of storm to their benefit. This spell will remove the blade from the storm creature and cast a shield for you to withstand the fire attack. Well done, but remember, as ice freezes storm, so too does fire melt ice. The fire elemental used your own tactics against you. If you limit yourself exclusively to your own school, you will always be disadvantaged. But with the benefit of arch mastery and the blended grove, you are not so inhibited. And what school can douse fire's flames? This storm card is called a clear. Much like a gambit, it can exchange one effect for another. But whereas gambits sacrifice effects that benefit you, clears remove effects enemies cast upon you or themselves. See for yourself. That storm spell cleared that onerous damage over time spell and gave you a blade. Now, put it to use. Excellent, but remember, just as schools counter each other, so too can they enhance each other. This we call synergy. If you look at the magic wheel, you see that storm counters fire and life, but it can synergize with connected schools, life and death. Similarly, life synergizes with death and fire. It is these complex relationships the Order of the Fang hopes to explore in more detail. I'll explain back in the Grove. This grove and these interwoven spell trees are where we hope to explore magic, its synergies, its counters and influences. You may join us here and choose a second school as an area of focus to weave into your own. The choice is yours. Each school has its own benefits as we discussed. Is that not so, my friends?
Balance complements, it sharpens, it dulls. A whiz that uses it ain't easily cold.
Ah, yes, myth. You know, I once knew a conjurer. Steve was his name. An expert in traps and summons. Never could take the heat. Or leaves.
Attention! Death lurks around every corner. It creeps, it waits, it drains, it weakens, it whispers.
Honey, life is the obvious choice for a support school. We heal with unicorns.
Anyone else smell smoke? Is it me? Oh, please don't let it be me. Oh, pick fire, kid. Someone needs to control these flames.
Ice is patient. It can shield against damage and wear enemies down.
Hey, give Storm a try. We hit the hardest and the fastest. Of course, we have to watch out for the more durable foes, but who doesn't?
The choice is yours, wizard. Simply speak to your chosen tree and they will guide you in weaving a new school. Just remember, magic is not merely about damage boosts. Look for countermeasures for each school's tactics. When you're ready, you should return to your headmaster. I wouldn't want this to derail your more traditional studies.
Maelstrom has repaired Celestia's spiral key. Now we can go to that strange, star-lost world and learn of its fate.
Oh, honey, have you made the right choice? Life is rich with meaning, with healing, with things to counter the lingering flames of fire or the traps of myth. I'm a firm believer in learning by doing, and I'm, well, stuck in my little rut here, so I'm gonna assign you a tutor. But not just any tutor, darling, an icon. Oh, you haven't heard of icons? Well, let me tell you, they are the bee's knees. An icon is someone who became so powerful in a particular school of magic they transcended physicality and became magic itself. Under the right conditions, like the rising of the beast moon or in pockets of strong magical energy, they can be called to aid the living. So that's what you need to do. But who to call? Ophthalmos? No, I hear he's a real bear when he wakes up. Oh, Aaron Trebo, lovely guy. Weird face. You need a place saturated in life magic. Oh, like the Garden of Kansu. I hear it's pretty run down. Something about angry reptiles. Well, I say that's what happens when you... Oh, sorry, honey. Just go to the garden and say the magic words, live, Trebo, or die. Shoo, shoo. Don't let life pass you by.
What's wrong, my friend? You seem nervous, awkwardly staring at the sky and all. Embarrassed to yell some magic words? I understand. But if the words must be said, say them. What are they? Live, Trebo, or die? Oh, that is terrible.
Worry not, mortal, for today is not the day to die. Today is the day to Trebo. Ha ha!
Huh? Okay.
What do you wish of this humble, under the circumstances, rogue young wizard? You seek the meaning of life, the power of living. I can help. Just walk this way. Smell that aroma? That musk, that air of rotted vegetables and fetid reptile shellings? That is life in all its glory. So many think of this school as just healing, as rejuvenation, but it can do so much more if you look close enough. So let us look. Let me show you the things I have discovered about life, the hidden meaning, the forgotten power. Just step through the door. Become me, as the hunters of the beast moon do. Assume my power, my abilities, my life and history. Live life, however briefly, as an icon.
Well, where did you get those arrows?
You gave me tools and materials and told me to make toy trains. I made something better. Now, where is your master? Where is Ain't Nick?
Where elves fear to tread.
The sleigh. Of course. Well, I'll just tread on over there then.
Are you escaping?
I am.
Dang.
Marmelodia. Ach, der
Now, where is that toy-mongering terror?
Have you brought me offerings, little elf? Toys for death, so it can release my soul from this, the place of my slaying.
And if I did release you, what would you do?
Whatever I wanted, and what I want more than anything, is fear. It seasons the soul, and how I hunger for the souls. I dream of scared children, desperately hiding under trees to escape my wrath. Offerings of toys and treats to blunt my fury. And none of it will work. Nothing could possibly sate my appetite. But I will gorge myself all the same on soul after soul, each basted in the terror of the doomed, until, finally, the spiral has been galled, and there is nothing left to eat.
Thought you might say that. That's what all the stories say about you, the Yuletide ghost. But it's not death that drives you, it's infamy, it's legend. Time you had a dose of reality.
baited every trap, dispelled all my servants, and now, those arrows so touched by the power of life. Am I real?
No, your history.
No.
And now, at last, the elves are free. Ghosts, right? They're about as anti-life as it gets, but that one didn't fight like a ghost, didn't rely on the weakening spells of death. That's what I figured out, and I prepared accordingly. The methods of myth pale before the truth of life. Something to keep in mind. Now it is best if I return to the ley lines and await my next calling. I don't appear to be leaving. Why is that? Let me try again. It didn't work. Am I still needed? This cannot bode well. I'll meet you back at the Blended Grove. Perhaps the tree has answers.
Cookies, honey. That's the secret. They just spent all day in a tree making cookies.
Well, I guess we elves always were good at crafts, but I doubt that is why I remain bound to physicality.
That is a mite strange, I grant you. Perhaps as we continue our studies into magic weaving, we will find the reason.
Magic weaving? Is the point of this order to blend magical schools? Fascinating. I might have an idea or two there, but I need to consider a while.
You just do that, hon. Wizard, you go practice your life magic, and we'll sort out this little hullabaloo. Wizard, I heard on the grapevine. That's what I call my ley lines. I don't think they actually grow grapes. I heard good things about you. Oh, I don't mean to be a busybody and listen in, but, well, I've been trying to find out why our icon friend lingers here. Not that I mind, hun.
Naturally not. Still, it is a vexing concern. Icons aren't meant to remain attached to mortality like this.
Don't you worry none, 'cause Auntie Viv knows exactly where to start looking. Mooshu.
Quite right. The scholars there have long studied the various afterlives and why spirits may opt out.
You betcha. My good friend Willow told me. She also told me about the Emperor and his... Well, never you mind. But he likes funny hats. Now, go to the Hametsu village and find their elder. He'll point you right.
You seek our knowledge of the afterlife? Then you want the Scrolls of Passing, a long-treasured artifact of our village. Yes. They were eaten, we think, by the thermite termites that lurk nearby. Worry not, for we have elected a chosen one to find them. If you are in too great a hurry, then you may find him. I personally appreciate the value of patience.
Stranger, why have you come? There are thermite termites about. Long have they plagued our village with fiery bile and unsettling clicky sounds. I was selected among many others to come here and thwart the beasts. I am the hero Hametsu needs. I am the chosen one. But I don't want to be. I'm pretty sure I've only been chosen because I once courted the Elder's daughter and, well, he's not fond of me. So maybe you should fight the Thermite Termonarch in her lair before her underlings burn and or chew all our wooden structures down. I can show you where it is. Come along. There it is, Wizard. The Termonarch. Oh, I have something for this. Here. something for this. Here! Oh, I have something for this. Here! out of here. Thank you so much. That Tremonarch's fiery, wood-eating offspring would wreak havoc on our entire civilization. Honestly, I'd rather the Onis came back. Would you believe I was chosen to fight them too? I know! I'm starting to think I'm just unpopular. Thankfully, some traveling hero came around and took care of it. Lucky me, huh? By any chance, did you notice if they coughed up the scrolls of passing? Oh, If the bugs ate them, surely at least ashes would still remain. Someone must tell the Elder. If only there were a traveling hero to help us.
You have found the Chosen One? It is a shame. His loss will be felt by the whole village. Oh, still alive, huh? Very well. Oh, yes. And it turns out the scrolls of passing were not eaten after all. What for your deeds, I will make you a copy to take to your friends. Be off with you now.
I hear on the grapevine, still lacking in the grapes, that you met the Chosen One. That silly rascal just steps on all the wrong toes.
But more importantly, you found the scrolls of passing? That was the point.
Oh, hon, the point is training. Learning flexibility, critical thinking. Don't just jump for the ice spell when you see fire. Think of countering what a school does, not what it is.
Naturally. And I don't mean to sound ungracious.
Well, of course you don't. Now, Wizard Hunt, go practice for a spell. Oh gosh, Viv, you are the limit. Then get back to me after we've read through these scrolls. Hun, you are doing good work. You really are.
Indeed, and to show my gratitude for helping me, might I suggest a new fusion? Fusions are on-the-fly adaptations, wherein you combine a spell of yours with a spell of life to create a spell of both. This is similar to how I bested Hank Nick in that final shot. I used a centaur's arrow mixed with the texture of a sandworm and restored the dead to life.
Isn't that just super? Talk to me in a bit, wizard, and I'll scribble this into your spellbook for you. But first, I think we found the cause of our little iconic whoopsie-daisy.
Indeed, wizard. We have determined why I remain trapped on the mortal plane. The scrolls of passing you recovered told us.
And then my ever-reliable grapevine fed us the particulars. The grapevine is a sweetheart like that. Oh, and you wouldn't believe what I heard about something called a Stargater.
Alas, we haven't time for Stargaters. It seems I remain here because I have business unconcluded. A villain still at large. Fausti, the snowman. He was an agent of my former captor, Hank Nick. And Viv here tells me he is still alive. Still making his devil's bargains with monsters.
Oh, tell me about it. He's hiding out in Grizzleheim's Saverstad Pass. The trees whisper to me about him. Bit of a no-good-nick, that one.
Not a bit of a no-good-nick. The ultimate in no-good-nicks. We must disrupt whatever heinous operation he is building there. I cannot return to the ley lines until Fausti is dealt with. I will meet you out there, wizard.
There's a fella named Bayo Bear who can help you find this snowman.
Oh, young traveler, you walk a dangerous road here. The vicious Grendels prance about, raiding halls and stealing our lives and treasure. You seek a snowman? I know not where to find it, but I suspect the Grendels do. There was a smell to them, a new scent. Cold water and hatred.
That's him! I've no doubt! That is Fausti the snowman! Where are these Grendels? We must pry his location from their lips!
They are not far, but are you Aaron Trebo who freed the elves and shot an apple off the head of a knave from a world away?
2 worlds, but yes, that's me. Icon of life magic, at your service.
How did you do it? I once tried to huck a sword at a mango. It went poorly.
I can give you some pointers. Wizard, interrogate those Grendels.
will never find the snowman. He has built a new toy factory and a cave, and soon he will part the veil between life and... Wait, what'd I just say?
And that is why mangoes require acid-tipped weapons to pierce. Oh, wizard, have you found Fausti? A cave, of course. It's always a cave. Shall we go?
Yes, yes, my servants. Build the toys. Toys for death. We will split the veil and free the spirit of Haint Nick. Build faster.
Oh, are your conscripts moving at too glacial a pace, Fausti?
You!
Me. And also, the wizard. Ha-ha! We will finish what I started all those years ago. We will end your master's reign right here and now.
No, I'm melting, I'm melting. Oh, what a... Actually, I'm not.
Nay, thou art but an animal, a beast of the wilds, who makes play at civility. No immortal bird thee. No titan wouldst acknowledge thee.
That was weird. I didn't say those words. I meant to say...
'Tis said that so great was their trauma, the thought of snow haunted them to their graves. Let us discover if this was true.
Nay, villainous Grendel friend. You shall while away now in the prison of the Bear Clan to maul your wasted life.
So that is it. That is why I lingered here. My unfinished business is now resolved. I shall return to the place where magic is born and live out eternity with a greater sense of peace than any mortal can know. You should return to VIV. Your studies in weaving magic may yet make you an icon wizard. When that happens, we will meet again.
Aaron has found his peace. Good for him. But those words the snowman kept repeating, those were worrying. I was talking to Crystal over there, and some of the wizards she was working with experienced something like that. Kooky, right? It's like our ley lines are getting crossed, or, I don't know, corrupted. I'll keep chatting to folks about it. You come on back when you're ready to continue your studies. Honey, I have heard stories about magical corruption and what have you, but give me a minute. I need to settle myself.